Come on in. Come on in. And let's speak to me as you come in. Come on in the room and speak to me as you come in. All right, let's go. Let's do this thing. What's happening, everybody? Let's see the comments. What's going on? What's happening? I see YouTube is here. Come on here. We're waiting on our Facebook church to log in. I see YouTube is here. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's going on, YouTube? Speak to me. Sunrise service was amazing. Let's get the Instagram church going. We're still waiting on our YouTube, on our Facebook church to come on in. Sunrise service was amazing. If you guys didn't get a chance to see it, you have to go back and watch it. All right. We are having an issue. My Facebook church isn't up yet. What's going on, Instagram? Speak to me as you come in. What up, though? What up, though? Chris, Facebook isn't up yet. What's happening? What's happening? Debbie? What's happening? Good evening. Good evening. What's going on? What's happening, everybody? Speak to me as you come in. Y'all know my Facebook church got to come up in here. Pastor Edwin, what's happening to you? What's going on? What's going on? What's up, though? Chris, can you tell me something? I don't know what's going on with my Facebook. That Pastor Jamone last Sunday came through here. I mean, he preached. That thing was crazy. So there we go. Facebook just came up. All right. What's up, New Jersey? What's happening? Hopefully everyone, for every pastor, I can't stress this enough. What up, Lady Loretta? I can't stress it enough. The Pastors and Leaders Conference. It is, I promise you, that it will change your life. I promise you, it'll give you information that you didn't even realize that you needed. Come on here. I need as many of you all to register for that at pastorsOneConference.com. All right. Can I get as many on Facebook? Can I get you to share? Can I get you to share as many on Facebook? Let me get you to begin to share. What's up? Speak to me as you come in. Montana, I am back from Ghana. My Africa trip was life-changing. That's all I'll just say. There's so much I could say about Africa. I learned more than I could ever express to you. It was life-changing to be in the atmosphere of that of prayer. I'll just say to you that the prayer life in Africa is on a whole nother level. It just came up on Facebook. We're up now on Facebook. Good evening. Speak to me as you come in. Let me get as many more of you all on Facebook to share. I learned more about prayer. And the Lord just had me to just pay close attention. Just pay close attention to everything. I've traveled to different countries, and the Lord just showed me when I send you to different countries, pay attention. Paul said to the Jew, I became a Jew. To the Greek, I became a Greek so that I might save some. And I just paid attention. I dived into their prayer life, different, totally different. Prophet is amazing. Danso is amazing. The ministry is amazing. They pray straight for 48 hours, non-stop. Unbelievable. And the prayer life and the prayer call and the sound of prayer that they have to identify with their ministry is amazing. The sound of prayer. All right. Again, let me push some of you all. Get into this. Every business owner, every leader, every pastor, log in, be a part of the Pastors and Leaders Conference. How do you get to it? Go to pastorsOneConference.com. Somebody put that on the screen, pastorsOneConference.com. All right. So we're doing this series entitled Reclaiming My Time. Reclaiming My Time. And everyone has to hear me. It is up to you to make the best of this life. I need you to hear me. It is up to you to make the best of this life. We understand, we joke about the reclaiming of the time because of the Congresswoman Maxine, who, when she was making a statement, some Republicans cut in on her, and all she kept saying was, I'm reclaiming my time. I'm reclaiming my time. And for many of you all, I need you to reclaim your time. Your steps have been ordered by God. Please hear me. Your steps have been ordered by God. And when warfare cuts in on you, when the enemy cuts in on you, when you get hit in certain things, in certain areas of your life, if you're not careful, it will knock the wind out of you. What up, Corey? But I need you to say, for everyone that is listening to me, Jazz, what's up? I am reclaiming my time. And I just want to give you some revelation. One of the things that the enemy can make you feel is if you are too old. Thursday night Bible study, when I taught on Thursday, and I picked up where Pastor Jamone preached on Sunday between Abraham and Sarah. What God promised him at 25, he did not get until he was 100. God came and reminded him at the age of 99. And on Thursday night, what did the Lord say to us? I can do for you in 1 year what I didn't do in 25 years. Come on here. I can do for you in 1 year what I didn't do in 25 years. Going back to, and I need you to go back to your future. Don't focus on your past. Don't get locked into your present, but go back to the future that God spoke over your life. Hear that revelation. God came to him at the age of 99 and said, by this time next year, you first made me the promise when I was 75, but you made me wait 25 years. You came to remind me at 99. What did the Lord say? I can do more for you in 1 year than I did in 25 years. I'm reclaiming my time. If you don't mind, I want you to go to the Gospel according to John, the 11th chapter. The Gospel according to John and the 11th chapter. For those of y'all that take notes, get your journals out. Get your journals out. We take notes. You get your journals out. Come on, get your journals out. And I've taught you this before. I've taught you this. And there's a reason that I teach you this. There are three gospels that are known to be the synoptic gospels. For those of y'all that are Bible scholars, what are those? It is Matthew, it is Mark, and it is Luke. What do I teach you? That those three, basically, what you find in one, you more than likely can find in the other. John is not one of the synoptic gospels. You should write this down. There are only two miracles in John that you could find in the other three gospels. Other than that, the miracles that John mentioned are not in the other gospels. The two miracles that can be mentioned that you can reference back to the other gospels is, number one, when he feeds the multitude with 2 fish and 5 barley loaves. John, though, is the only one that makes us aware of where he got the 2 fish and the 5 barley loaves. John is the only gospel that makes us aware of where the bag came from. For those of you all that in your Bibles, do you know where it came from? The Bible says that they said, there is a lad here. There is a boy here. So much revelation in that. Because, watch me, you don't have to be an adult. You don't have to have a title or position. All we need you to do is have a bag that you're willing to release. The other miracle that is found in John that can be traced back to the other gospels is what? The storm when Jesus walked on the water. Those are the only two miracles that can be referenced back to Matthew, Mark, and Luke. Other than that, every other miracle that John lists is only found in John. New believers ask, where should I begin to read the Bible at? We encourage them to read from the gospel according to John because it is the universal gospel. In the beginning was the Word was with God, the Word was God, and the Word became flesh and dwelt among us. It is the universal gospel. So we encourage people to start with the book of John. All right. So the miracle that we're going to talk about in reclaiming my time, the positioning yourself to reclaim your time, positioning yourself to reclaim your time. The miracle that we're going to go to that can only be found in John is in John 11. Let's go there. We all know this one, and it is the story of one who's known to be the friend of Jesus. It is in this chapter that we see that Jesus wept. That Jesus wept. They say that is the shortest verse in the Bible. Jesus wept. All right, John 11. And I want you to see the reclaiming of my time. When you look at Lazarus, I want to show you in different positions that God had to put him in for him to get the revelation that he is reclaiming his time. You ready? The first position was he was in a bed of affliction. A bed of affliction. Where do you see that? If you go to John 11 and 2, you ready? The Bible says, this Mary, whose brother Lazarus, underline this, now lay sick. My God, now lay sick. He is in a bed. He is in the bed of affliction. He has slowed down. He's not up running around. He doesn't have the energy. He doesn't have the strength. But what he does have, and now this whole chapter can go into prayer too, but he has two intercessors, and his two intercessors are his sisters, Mary and Martha. It's what I find amazing in this chapter on Lazarus. Pay attention. He never, have you paid attention to this? Never says one word. He never opened his mouth. His sisters send word to Jesus. You need to come on here because your friend is sick. Where is he? He is in the bed. And for there are some of you all, something could hit you that can knock you off your feet and put you in a bed that you're not moving around. You don't have the energy. You don't have the strength. It is an affliction. It could be a physical affliction. It could be a mental affliction. It could be an emotional affliction. It could be a spiritual affliction. This thing has knocked you out, and it is up to you to trace it. This is why in Galatians, Paul said to the Galatian church, you did run well. You did run well. Who hindered you? Who knocked you off your feet? So here we see he is in a bed, but while he's lying in the bed, everybody, please get this revelation. This is the scripture that if you read John 11, verse 4 is so key. You better hear me now. Verse 4 is a key verse. You are in the bed, but Jesus speaks some revelation so that he could understand that it's not going to be like this always. All right. Verse 4 says this. When he heard this, Jesus said, listen to this. This sickness will not end in death. Here's my line. You ready? No, here's my line. It is for God's glory. I have allowed him to be sick so that God can be glorified. That is the line. That, my brothers and my sisters, is the line. This sickness will not end in death. No, what? It is for what? For God's glory. Pay attention. So that God's Son, pay attention, may be glorified. How's he going to be glorified? Through it. He's going to be glorified through this bed of affliction. And I came to let everybody know, whatever you are going through is not going to end like it look. My God. Come on here. It's not going to end like it looked. This sickness will not end in death. Somebody said, well, he did die. Although watch me, he died, but he really didn't. Let's go. For it is for God's glory. Those of you that are dealing with anything, I'm reclaiming my time. I'm not going to be depressed. I'm reclaiming my time. I'm not going to throw in the towel. I'm reclaiming my time. I'm not going to let the enemy win. I'm reclaiming my time. I'm getting my joy back. I'm reclaiming my time. Can those of y'all that are watching me right now, can you just type on the screen? Can you say it out loud? Get the glory out of this. Come on here. Get the glory out of this. Now, this is what messes me up. And Jesus did not rush to him. He waits on him to get to his next position. My God. What is the next position? He goes from the bed. Come on. Come on. You ready? He goes from the bed, it looks worse, to the grave. He goes from the bed to the grave. Go to John 11:17. But this is the next position for you to reclaim your time. But the grave, it appears, if its time has been given up. But in order for you to reclaim your time, I'm going to need you to lose some time. Come on. John 11:17. On his arrival, Jesus found that Lazarus had already been repositioned, had already been in the tomb for how many days? 4 days. This is bad. He goes from the bed to the grave, and God is positioning him to reclaim his time. Because on that bed, God only knows what he was going through, what was going through in his mind, what was going through in his spirit, what was going through in his heart. Was there a part of him that, man, feel like I'm not ready to die yet? Was there a part of him that felt like, man, there's so much more that I want to do, but the road that I'm going down, it looks like it is over. You gotta hear this. Show me where you laid him. Show me where you laid him. And he has gone to the grave. Now, I need everybody to dig in for 1 minute. You cannot come out of this situation without prayer. If you can't pray, you better have somebody that could pray out of this position. Watch me. Some of y'all are dead man, dead woman walking. Nothing's being produced. You feel as if it is over. You went from the bed to the grave. Jesus walks up to the tomb. Tell them roll the stone away. Here's the line that got me. You ready? Go to verse 41. So they took the stone away, and Jesus looked up and said, let's go deeper. Father, I thank you that you have heard me. Pay attention. I knew you always hear me, but I said this because I need to teach a lesson. Oh my God. Because I need to teach a lesson. But I said this for the benefit of the people who are hearing me pray. Come on, y'all. You got to hear me. Time cannot be reclaimed without prayer. It's something else on me since I've been to Africa about this prayer. Time cannot be reclaimed without prayer. You gotta hear me. Somebody, we gotta find prayer somewhere around here. What did Jesus say? Father, I thank you that you have heard me. I know that you always hear me. I said this for the benefit of the people standing here. Come on here. That they may believe, come on here, that you sent me, and the relationship that we have in prayer. Guys, I want to jump through the screen and tell you that time cannot be reclaimed without prayer. When I was in Africa, to watch their prayer lives, to see their zeal, to hear their sound. And we had a conversation, and I said this earlier at the sunrise service. You have to hear me. I saw the difference. And the difference is we have resources. They have none. And before we go to God, we run to our resources. What do you mean? You get sick. Most people, you get up, you call urgent care, you go to the doctor, you get an examination, you make sure your insurance is right. They don't have that. They don't have insurance. You want a house. What do? You save a little money. You go to a bank and you go to find out how much will be allotted for you to borrow to get your house. They don't have that. They don't have that. They said to me, we don't have anywhere to go but God. We have nowhere to go but God. And until we get the mindset, this world is not my home. I do not live according to the dictation of the system. Y'all better hear me now. But in all of my ways, I acknowledge him. And what blows my mind is that when we go to the system and the system comes against us, we submit to the system without going to God. You cannot reclaim anything if you're not going to have a prayer life. My brothers and my sisters, I want to push you in prayer. I want to push you. Do you know what them Africans said to me? They say, Pastor Hannah, you have been invited into Africa because you are known in Africa as the intercessor in America. Because, as the pastor said to me, the prophet said to me, there are not many pastors or churches that are praying. There are not many pastors or churches that are literally praying. And you cannot be resurrected without prayer. Watch me. Marriages die because some didn't pray. You gave up. Some even believe everything that the doctors say. You gave up. Some of y'all stopped seeking for your house because once you checked your credit score, you said, let me get my scores up first. You never sought God. You never sought God. And you cannot reclaim anything without prayer. Come on here. He goes, watch me, from a bed to a grave, but I can't shift you from this grave without prayer. We got your two sisters, Mary and Martha. Those are the intercessors. We got Jesus, the giver of life, talking to the Father and says what? I know that you always hear me, but I said this out loud for the benefit of the people standing around here. They need to understand that you sent me, and if you sent me and I can do this, if I got to pray, if Jesus had to pray, my brothers and my sisters, what makes you think that you can make it in this life without talking to God? You cannot resurrect your bank account. You can't resurrect your joy. You can't resurrect your self-esteem. You can't resurrect your dream, your desire without prayer. It has been in a grave, and surely it stinketh by now. Who am I talking to? Have an honest conversation with yourself. Please have an honest conversation with yourself. Do you discuss it or do you pray about it? Come on, don't play with me. Do you discuss it or do you pray about it? And some of us have been guilty of running to the prophets rather than running to God. You run to man saying, I need to go to them and get a word to see what God is saying to me. When Jesus is saying, I gave my life. When I gave my life, the veil was ripped from the top to the bottom. Open up so that you, my brothers and my sisters, could have access. He says, and you, my brothers and my sisters, can come boldly to the throne of grace and get what you need. You don't have to stay in the tomb. Oh my God. Positioning yourself to reclaim your time. I need you to hear me. It's a self-check. You ready? And after he prays, and after he calls him, and after Lazarus gets up, where's his next position? Reclaiming my time. I'm reclaiming my time. I'm reclaiming my time. Now you get to go to John 12. Now you get to go to John 12. Verse 1. 6 days before the Passover, Jesus came to Bethany, where Lazarus lived, whom Jesus, come on, testimony, had raised from the dead. Let's go Bible. Here, a dinner was given in Jesus' honor. Martha served Bible, while Lazarus was among those chilling, reclining at the table. His next position of reclaiming his time was at the table. You went from the bed to the grave, from the grave to the table. Ora Masai. Come on, y'all need to, you better write this down. You went Lazarus, you went from a bed to a grave. How'd you get out? Prayer was in it. From a grave to a table. And you are literally sitting he set up a table before me. Amashi. In the presence of my enemy. You better hear me. Everybody don't want to see you come out your grave. You better hear me now. But he gets to the table. I'm done after this. What's the first stop? Bed. What's the second stop? Grave. What's the third stop? Table. Fourth stop. Platform. Now I can platform you. Now I can platform you. Now I can open the curtain. And now everyone can see. How do you know that your time has been reclaimed? When you know that your life has purpose. Go down to verse 9. This thing blessed me. Meanwhile, a large crowd of Jews found out that Jesus was there and came, not only because of him. They ain't just come to see Jesus. They came to see who else is on that platform. Not only to see him, but also to see Lazarus. My God. My God. I want to see the man that went from the bed to the grave, from the grave, now you're at the table. And the table has been elevated to a platform. Let's go. But also to see Lazarus. Testimony, 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 whom he had raised from the dead. Verse 10. So the chief priest made plans to kill Lazarus as well. What did I tell you? Everybody don't want to see you up. Everybody doesn't want to see you up. And what will blow your mind is that who don't want to see you up. Notice who he said. The chief priest. Sometimes it's the religious people that don't want to see you live. Here's my line, verse 11. So the chief priest made plans to kill Lazarus as well. For, here's my line, on account of him. Who? Lazarus. Many of the Jews were going over to Jesus because in believing in him. Why were they believing in him? Because of Lazarus. So as Lazarus is sitting at the table and the tables have been elevated to a platform, look at me. How do you reclaim your time when you realize that everything you went through was for this? How do you reclaim your time? How do you reclaim your time? When you come to the realization that everything I went through was for me to be platformed to this. Watch me, not for them to see me, but for them to see God. Who am I talking to? If you don't get the revelation of your hell, you'll live in lost time. I'll say this again. If you don't get the revelation of your bed and of your grave and of your table, let's stop right there. Because some people, let's stop right here. I need you to get some revelation. Pretty, pay attention. Some people will lock in on verse 10 rather than lock in on 9 and 11. 10 speaks about the high priests who want to kill him. Some people just want to lock in on the killer. Forget the killer. Forget those that want to kill you. Oh my God. Lock in on the fact, verse 11. Many people are coming on account of what I went through, and they're believing in Jesus because of what I went through. You reclaim your time when you come to the realization that all things have worked together for your good. You reclaim your time when you come to the revelation that the suffering of this present time are not worthy to be compared to the glory that's going to be revealed. And here, while he's sitting at the table, when the table goes from a table to a platform, that now people are coming to God because of what I've been through. You reclaim your time when you thank God for your tears. Era Messiah, come on here. You reclaim your time when you come to the realization, watch me, you meant it for evil, but God meant it for my good. That's you take your time. Watch me. When you get to that revelation, you're not mad at any job. You're not mad at no church. You're not mad at anybody that walked out on you, that left you, that quit you, that abandoned you. You're not mad at your parents. That is how you reclaim your time. That right there, my brothers and my sisters, give you the energy that you need to shoot you forward. You don't have time to focus on the pain because you're too busy holding the joy. I'm reclaiming my time. You went from a bed to a grave, from a grave to a table, from a table to a platform, that people are coming to God because of what you went through. When I look back over my life, who am I talking to? Until you get the revelation, God is sovereign. I'm reclaiming my time. For those of y'all that believe that God can get the glory out of your life, I need you to say, I am reclaiming my time. Everybody that's been divorced, every single parent, everyone that has lost a loved one, I'm reclaiming my time. Everyone that's been lied on, falsely accused, mistreated. Oh my God. Ooh. One of the greatest things that you could read is when Jesus is in the Garden of Gethsemane. I'm reclaiming my time. And he prays. So we go again, pray. Father, if it be possible, let this cup pass from me. He prays three times until he gets into the will of the Father. When the guards show up, they say, we're looking for Jesus of Nazareth. When they went to rush him, the Bible said that the power of God knocked them back up off of him. He was in control of the timing that he told the guards, get up, now come and get me. Stop. He reclaimed the time when Judas showed up. And he told Judas, come on and kiss me. You reclaim your time when you even let your enemy know, he's allowing you to do this. Because you have to do this so that I can get where he's taking me. I'm not wasting time. I have not wasted time. I've reclaimed the way I think about my life. And when it comes to my schedule, y'all better hear me today. What did I teach you on Thursday? He can do for you in 1 year what he didn't do in 25 years. Can you open your mouths and take the sting out of your hurt? I need you to platform everything that you've been through. Platform it. Hadabashi. Platform it. Put it up and tell everybody this is what he did. And many will come to the Lord because he platformed. It's not about you. It's not about you. Listen, many of you all, you saw the sunrise service and you sat and it looked amazing because 1,000 people get baptized. Amazing. But do you know the hell I went through to do it? Do you understand the warfare that it took? I can get lost in the warfare, or I can reclaim my time and see how God was glorified. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? And for some of you all, as long as you're angry, you can't reclaim. That's grave behavior. As long as you are angry, you cannot reclaim your time. As long as you are holding someone guilty, you cannot reclaim your time. Ready? If anybody that could have been angry but reclaimed their time was Joseph. When he comes back in contact with his brothers, and they're scared because they think he gonna kill us. Mm-mm. I'm not gonna kill you. Calm down. I reclaim my time. I reclaim my time. I reclaim my time knowing that everything that I've been through was a setup to get me here, to save much people. Watch me. You reclaim your time. Look at me. Let's lean in a little bit further. Come on, lean in a little bit further. You reclaim your time when you stop taking everything so personal and you realize that it's really not about you. You cannot reclaim your time when you're self-centered. You can't reclaim your time when you're mad. No. I need some of y'all to free your pastors up. I need some of y'all to free your ex. I need you to free them. I need you to free them up and reclaim your time. I dated you for 5 years. You wasted my time. And now you're going to run off and marry somebody else. Stop. They gave you hell. They gave you hell. They gave you hell outside of covenant. Could you imagine being in covenant with the hell? I need you to free your family. I need you to free the parent that wasn't present. Reclaim your time. When you can testify, when you can testify about what you've been through, then God can be glorified. And many will come to know the Lord. Because how did you get this free? Through him. And they would want to know the same. They would want to know your God. I want to know the God that set you free. We had an amazing encounter today. You ready? It was worth everything. I reclaimed my time today. I reclaimed my time. Listen to this. So service is over, and one of our ministers, Great Moses, comes to me. He said, Pastor Hannah. I said, what's up? He said, one of the lifeguards. See, when we had to pay thousands of dollars to get the permit to do the sunrise service. And because we were baptizing so many people at the beach, you have to have a certain number of lifeguards on staff there. Okay. So that just adds up the bill. And one of the lifeguards is out there and we singing. We have locked this whole area down to the point that the lifeguard is giving in to the anointing. To the point that the lifeguard leaves his post and goes to someone and say, I want to be saved. Not only do I want to be saved, I want to be baptized today. I'm reclaiming. Oh my God. I'm reclaiming my time. Whew. If you don't get the revelation, you'll get caught up in the stupid stuff. You'll get caught up in the choir or the praise team or the band or the parking was jacked up or this wasn't right or that person wasn't in place and this wasn't right and this one. And you'll begin to focus on all the negatives to the point that it drains you. But when you reclaim your time, it's all good. I want you to reclaim your time. Everybody lean in, lean in. Come on, lean in. Come on, lean in. I want you to be happy. Like I want you to live. I come that you might have life, and I want you to have it more abundantly. I want you to reclaim your time. Free everybody. Shift. Get off the bed of affliction. Come out of your grave. Don't just sit at the table. Turn your table into a platform because you got a story. You have a testimony. If anything, and I'm done after this, I'm done. Lean in, lean in. If anything could have jacked me up, would have been my daddy issues. If anything could have really hindered me from being who I am, it would have been my father issues. Like, even to this day, I love to see father and son bonds. Like, I love to see fathers with their sons because it was something that I never had. But until I got the revelation, of why he couldn't be in my life, when I got the revelation, I reclaimed my time. And I thank God for the time that he wasn't in my life. Who am I talking to? If I can get some of y'all to come out and to shift from your table, from your grave, and from your bed. Because some of y'all been sitting at the table too long, but the table has not become a platform yet. You just sitting at the table with Jesus. And people looking at you because they know what you've been through, but you ain't saying nothing. I'm reclaiming my time. If the word blessed you tonight, and I know this was a God moment, tomorrow, this thing gonna take a whole nother shift. Pastor Jamon will be doing the 7:30 service, 7:30, and I will be doing the 9:30 service. Log in. If you can get in the building, get in that building. Get in that building. Bishop, I hope that you're going to be at the Pastors and Leaders Conference. Let me do this. I want you to sow a seed tonight. And I want you to sow. Call this, listen to this. This is called my platform seed. My platform seed. The 300 of you, if you can sow $20, 20. Some can sow more. Some only have less. But if I minister to you tonight, you should sow a seed into it. How do you sow? 2 ways. It is a Cash App. It's the money sign. Can you put it on Instagram page for me? It's the money sign. It's Holy John. Capitalize the H, capitalize the J, and then the number 2. It's the money sign, Holy John 2. Capitalize the H, capitalize the J. If you're going to give through PayPal, it's just Holy John. Capitalize the H, capitalize the J. Some can give 20, some can give 50. However you feel led to give, you give it tonight. Capitalize the H, capitalize the J. Holy John 2, money sign. How do you give on PayPal? It's just Holy John. Reclaim. This is my platform seed. This is not the seed from my bed of affliction. This is not the seed from my grave. This is not the seed from me just sitting at the table. This is my elevation. This is my platform seed. Lisa Tobin, I've been praying for you all week. You've been in my heart and on my spirit. And I just want you to know that the Lord had me praying for you this week. All right. For every pastor, every leader, every business owner, I need you to register for the Pastors One Conference. Go to pastorsoneconference.com and you can register. We're going to do it physically and virtually, but make it happen. My platform, see, come on, make it happen. Man, this word blessed me tonight. And I reclaim my time. I ain't mad at nobody. I'm not. I might be disappointed in some people. Let's go there. I might be disappointed in some people, but I don't have time to hold anger and hatred. I can't hold on to that. It drains me. It keeps me locked in a grave. And I cannot live my life in confinement. 300 of you can sow a total of $20. If you can, sow it. If you don't have the 20, you sow the best that you can. All right. Tomorrow, what's our address? 7621 South Greenwood. 7621 South Greenwood. Get in the building. Tomorrow, we're going to be giving out blessed oil also to, I want to pray for those that are leaving for college. So if you have a college kid in your home, bring them to me tomorrow. We're going to call them up front and we are going to pray. Okay. All right. Let's make it happen. All right, guys. I love you. I appreciate you. Pastor Jamon will be doing the 7:30. I will be preaching. Anna is in the bed. We've been up. Today we had to get up at 3 o'clock. Did I get up at 3? 3 or 3:30? My ride was here at 4. Yeah. Today was a busy day for us. And we go to church tomorrow. All right. I love you guys more than I could ever express. I appreciate you. Pray for me as I pray for you. All right. When you go through my posts, and this is on Instagram and Facebook, all of this soliciting, that's not me. I'm not inboxing you. I'm not doing anything like that. Telling you I got a word for you. Don't fall for the okie doke. All them investment things that they do on Instagram, that is of the devil. It is fake. Black people eats. I love you, man. Jeremy. On Facebook, they run more scams on Facebook than the law allow. So please, please be careful. Don't fall for these okie dokes about investments and things like that. All right. All right. All right, guys. I gotta go. I love you. I appreciate you. I celebrate you. Reclaim your time. Good night.